Hey guys, welcome to Shelby's Shelves. First video of on this booktube channel. I am going to just introduce myself and tell you a little bit about what kind of books I like and what the purpose of what I want my channel to be about. If people like it or if they don't, I mean, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys right now. The only reason I'm doing this is because I have two people in my life, Terry and Paula, who talked me into it. Apparently I think they like to listen to me talk about things, so now they get to have a YouTube dedicated to it. I am 27. I live in the middle-ish of the United States, somewhere in that, I think we're considered the Midwest. We might be the South. I don't know what we are, but we're somewhere in that zone without giving away my actual location. Live here with my family. I am an avid book reader. I pretty much am told that I came out of the womb reading, pretty much stuck that way. Like, I was grounded from books as a child, not my friends, and I was grounded. I was yelled at in the grocery store for walking and reading, which I'm really good at. I'm just saying, like, I'm a pro. I am professional. If that was an Olympic sport, I would at least be a contender. I say a lot. I stutter sometimes. I'm really bad at saying names. So when I read you the descriptions of books, there's a good chance I'm gonna get the names wrong, and I'm just gonna apologize ahead of time. I have a crooked eye because I know people are gonna bring it up, because people bring it up my entire life. So yes, my eye is crooked. It's lazy. I use it for like peripheral vision, and that's it. Like, I can't see straight ahead out of it. I use it for over here, like on the sides. I discovered BookTube a year ago thanks to Paula, my coworker, and started with Peter Mon. Peter likes books. Moved on to A Clockwork Reader. From there, some other ones I think I watch are, I don't think I watch, I know I watch, but I think I've got their names right, are Haley and Bookland. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Haley and Bookland. Bookables. Stackless. Paula's gonna know this and she's gonna be like, Shelby, it was whatever, and I apologize to the people who run the channels if I got your name wrong. I promise I will link the correct ones down below because I love them and they're really good, especially Peter. I'm in love with Peter. Like, he is my favorite person in the world. I get so excited when I see Peter uploaded a new book, and I hope he never ever watches this because I am making a dang fool of myself. Anyway, I want this to be as like just straightforward out there, real as possible, not a lot of editing. My sister, she has a makeup channel, and I watch her edit and I see how long it takes her, and she'll like record a video one day and then like it won't be uploaded for like a week because she has to edit everything, and I don't have the patience. I'll tell you right now, I have the time. I am an introvert. I don't do anything with my life. I just don't have the patience, and I don't want to sit on my laptop forever. I mean, I play games on my laptop, but I don't want to sit there forever and like edit things. That's just not what I want to do. So I don't. The purpose of this channel is because I see a lot of people do BookBub hauls or like free booksies or like things like that where they're like super cheap. So I want to make a YouTube channel dedicated to, as much as possible, dedicated to the books that I find on BookBub or Free Booksy, or even the library app that you can get on your e-reader. A lot of people love the physical books. I love the physical books. If I could carry my entire library with me everywhere so that I always had an option to read, I 110% would do that. Unfortunately for me, I am fat and don't have the stamina. I am not capable of carrying that many books ever. And it's just easier. Unfortunately, it's just more easy and convenient for me to have an e-reader on me at all times, because no matter where I am, I'm going to want to pull it out and read. I always have a physical book and an e-reader in my purse. So I always have options. That's my life. I want options. So I want to focus on those options. I want to focus on things you can get for free or for super cheap, or whatever on your Kindle. Or I don't really have a Nook. I don't really know much about Nook, but I assume you can get that on your Nook. I get a lot of books for free from the library, so I mean, if it's available at my library, hopefully it's available at your library, or I'll let you know how much it is on Amazon as a Kindle. Try to stick to my Amazon buys to under $5, because while I do work a full-time job, in this economy, that means nothing sometimes. So for me, it means nothing. It means I can pay my bills. Not always, splurge on books, which is a problem because I have an addiction. So I want to tell you guys books about I like, books I didn't like, why I didn't like them. They're probably going to be spoilers, and I'll try to let you know ahead of time if I'm going to spoil something. That might be the only edit I do to the videos, is add a spoiler alert to like the beginning of it so that you know. I try to stick to just the descriptions and how I felt about it without giving anything away. That's my ultimate goal, but I'm not always good about it. I like to listen to myself talk, so it's going to be a lot of me rambling. I'm sorry. Like, I really am sorry. People don't always like to listen to me talk. I'm sure people want me to shut up. Sorry. And then don't follow my channel, I guess, or follow it. I mean, I don't care. If you guys want to follow it to judge me, you guys can follow it to judge me. I'm cool with that too. So later this weekend, maybe, I'm not giving you guys a set anything either. Like, absolutely not. Like, I will upload when I upload, and I'm gonna look like this 95% of the time. Sometimes you might see makeup on my face, but after I wear it for 12 hours, I'm pretty much over it and want it off. So I take it off. You're gonna deal with me, red-faced and all. Welcome. But anyway, so yeah, that's the goal, is I just want to help you guys find cheap books that you guys might enjoy as well, or maybe not enjoy. I'm always open to suggestions for free books. I feel really weird talking to a camera, but I'm just gonna do it because I like to talk anyways. Y'all should see my Snapchats, they're stupid. Sometimes I might actually do a physical book, because there are physical books that I read on top of reading my ebooks, I guess they're called. Like right now I'm reading, just to give you guys an idea, I'm reading You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. That's actually a much longer title, but I'll give you the short version. That's my physical book that I'm reading right now. Every month I try to read at least one physical book, because the e-reader is so accessible and easy to carry and everything like that. I try to keep it minimal. I do have like the next 4 months planned out, and books that I am going to read. Now that doesn't mean I'm not going to add, I am going to try and add BookBub books to it so that I can have something for this channel, but I might mention stuff about these other books that I'm reading. For example, like October is my favorite month of the year. Every year I read Dracula, so I'm going to reread Dracula for the 100th time. I'm going to read Mary Shelley's Frankenstein for the first time, hopefully finish it for the first time. I've started it many times, but I'm going to read it because it's the 200th anniversary of it being published. So I need to read it. I just need to read it. I love the movie Frankenstein. I just have never gotten the book read. So that's my goal for that. I have other ones. They're written down. Actually, they're written down right here next to me, because I have a notebook with my fancy little to be read list. Hashtag murder trending. I have it on hold at the library because it's free at the library. And I should get it in time for October, to read it in October. I heard that it was really, really good, and I want to read that. And The Devil in White City is a book I've started and haven't finished because I got distracted. Because I have the attention span of a goldfish. But anyway, so just to give you guys a heads up, that's gonna be my life. September books that I'm reading. Actually, and you know what? Some of these I can use because I read them on the e-reader, and so that would count, right? If I got it from the library, it would count. I'm talking to myself, and I'm coming to the clarification that you guys are going to probably hear about the following books. You Are a Badass, which I'm physically reading. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which I'm surprised I've never read. I honestly thought I had read this book, and then I read the description about it, and I had not read this book. Slaughterhouse-Five, which I've never read and need to. And then Trail of Lightning, which is a part of it is one book that's going to go over my $5 limit. I am buying it on Kindle next week, a week from today, Friday. Today's Friday. The day I film this video is Friday. It'll probably be up Saturday. Anyway, it'll be, I'm gonna get it next week. It's actually $8 on Kindle, which I guess isn't terrible. I just don't understand why an ebook would even cost more than $5. I don't get it. I'm not a publisher though, so they know something I don't. But that is the one book that I'm not reading for free, and I spent a lot of money on. A lot of money. $8 is a lot of money to me. Anyway, Trail of Lightning, which is part of a book club that I'm a part of, which is the Loosely Bound book club is what I believe it's called, and I follow it on Goodreads. In case you guys want to find me on Goodreads, I guess I'll leave that down there too. I've read hundreds of books, and I'm pretty boring on there. I just update books all the time. But I'm a pretty quick reader. I read for example, like what is it called? My Life is a White Trash Zombie. I just read that this week. Actually, I read the first 2 this week, and I honestly finished each of them in a day. Actually, the first one might have taken 2 days because I just didn't have as much time, but the second one, I started on Thursday and I finished on Thursday. Like, I started at my lunch break on Thursday. I came home and I finished it on Thursday, which is like kind of cool. I'm reading the 3rd one and I'm kind of over it now. 3 in a book series, usually like 3 to 5 is my limit, with the exception of Harry Potter. Like, I was addicted to Harry Potter. I loved it. I forced my way through the 4th Twilight, but actually I forced my way through all of Twilight. I wasn't the biggest Twilight fan, but I read them. I'm not a fan of them, but I read them, and the last one was the hardest one to read. And somebody actually commented about this. I'm not even gonna go on a tangent. I promise I'll leave a tangent for Twilight another time. So I read a lot of different kinds of books. I read, my favorites are classics usually. I like mysteries. I try to read the romance novels because they're the most free books. Like, more often than not, they're the free ones. But God, they're all so predictable, and I kind of hate that. Trying to read more, like, self-realization books. I'm kind of over talking about myself, so I'm probably going to end that here. I just wanted to do this as an introduction video, and hopefully later this weekend I'll give you guys some books that I liked that are cheap. I want to check all the prices on them. I want to check everything on them. Give you guys books that are cheap that I have enjoyed, and I'm going to give you guys books that I didn't enjoy that maybe you will, because everybody has different tastes, and that's super duper acceptable in life. You know what I mean? So thank you for listening to me ramble on for like 12 minutes. And that is my brother-in-law singing the Baby Shark song, in case you didn't hear it. Wonderful. Thanks. All right. Sorry, guys. Bye.